So, how was the show, Lucy? Are these happy or sad tears? I don't understand what's... Oh, wow. Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog. We are still down in London for London Comic Con. This is day 2 of our MCM London Comic Con May 2019 playlist. Pab's here with me still, but as is our tradition for the Saturday of Comic Con, we're not actually heading straight over to Comic Con this morning. Saturdays in Comic Con tend to be really rather busy, so we tend to do our other touristy shopping-y bits on Saturday morning. So we're currently heading into central London because this gentleman here needs to go jam shopping at Fortnum Mason. So we're heading over there. We're about to jump on the tube, buy some jam. Anna's given me a list of makeup she wants to buy as well, if there's Debenhams in here, which I think there is. If not, we'll find one somewhere else. And then later on today, probably via some comic book shops on the way as well, we'll finally make it back into the XL for day 2 of London Comic Con, and it will be marvellous. If you have found this video because you're looking for Comic Con stuff, disregard the jam shopping, but make sure you do subscribe to the channel. We go to all the Comic Cons throughout the year: London, Birmingham, we go to EGX, VidCon, Insomnia, you name it, we're usually there. If you like that kind of content and you'd appreciate also being able to see our daily family vlogs, subscribe to the channel because then you won't miss out. Turn the bell on and stuff too. Are we at this tube station yet?
Nearly.
Worst navigator in the world. Longest tube journey in the history of the world complete. We're now in the middle of London. I assume Pab's brought me here to take me to the Ritz for lunch, or an open top bus tour. I can get on board with that. Better weather than the last time we did one. You think I can get across this street in 11 seconds, Pab? This is ambitious.
Well, you run for the lift this morning.
5, 4, 3, perfectly timed. Well done. Never seen anybody so focused on finding the right jam before. Fancy jam procured. What's the next job?
Comics.
But hey, that's more like it. He's just spent a lot of money on jam.
And not
Man's
even
a jam fiend. Yeah, not even his normal flavours.
I mean, off season for rose petal apparently.
Yeah, you can't get rose petal jam in May. He looked at me like you were a psychopath for asking as well. Yeah. What do you mean rose petal jam in May?
I said, is there anything similar? No, you don't get anything similar to that. Okay, goodbye then.
So, what was it, strawberry and champagne you've got?
Strawberry and champagne and something and gin.
Something and gin, there you go. Thus concludes this biannual edition of Kev and Pab's Jam Club. Come back to us in October for more jam news. As we were right next to it, it was probably compulsory to head to Piccadilly Circus and get the 360-degree camera out. So I don't think I'll upload that as a separate video because it'll only be a very short one, but maybe stick it on the Facebook page. I think you can stick 360 stuff on Facebook, so if you want Piccadilly Circus and 360 degrees, it'll be on Facebook now. It's when walking around tourist attractions holding this massive stick that I occasionally question some of my life choices. This is why Pab walks so far behind me, so that he's not with the man with the big long stick.
I did it on, you walk through, how many people's shops do you walk through then was frightening, that's why I stepped back.
Oh, they shouldn't have been stood right at the back of the walkway. It's their fault, there was no room behind them, not for my stick. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think Anna would kill me if I had lunch here? It would knock one off the list for next week. Plus we've got loads of giraffes in the window. Kev likes giraffes. I think she'd kill me. We're just going to cut here. We didn't go in. Here we go, back on track for the day. One of the greatest comic book stores in the history of the world. Gosh Comics in Soho. We're going to have a rummage in here. We're then going to head over to Forbidden Planet. Then probably have a bite to eat. And then eventually we will go to Comic Con. But, you know, if you're here for a Comic Con video, this is a great comic book shop. That's still worthy of your attention. And Pab now wants a Tintin book. He's a big Tintin man. successful trip to comic shop number 1. I'll show you our purchases when we get back to the hotel later today. We now have to try and walk past the Ben & Jerry's shop that's just in front of me and then head over to the other comic book shop, the big one. Seems to be a tradition for this weekend each year that I come and rub this lamp and then use my wishes to buy comics and pop vinyls and things. We'll give it another rub. Here we go then, time for the twice yearly pilgrimage to Forbidden Planet. They're usually quite fussy about me filming in here, so I probably won't be, but I'll obviously try. There's a big infinity gauntlet in the window. Nice little mooch around in Forbidden Planet complete. I was very well behaved, didn't buy anything in there. He's less well behaved, he did buy something. But I think our plan now is... What is our plan now?
I don't know.
I guess we need to not make the same mistake as yesterday and have some lunch before we head back over to the convention. But I'm not ready for lunch yet.
No, I'm not, no.
Because we had a big hotel breakfast. You wouldn't need to go to Marks and Spencer's to buy a gift card for myself.
On the way out, on the way back.
We'll just have a wander around for a bit, I guess. Keep ourselves amused until we're hungry, then have some food, then head back over to the convention. Well, we now find ourselves in the middle of Covent Garden at what we thought was the Marks and Spencer's we needed for Pab to buy the gift voucher he needs. But it turns out it's morphing into Boots, because there's not enough Bootses around, apparently. So, luckily there's Marks and Spencer's near our hotel, so we can deal with that problem later on today. But we are now in a bit of a pickle, where we're right next to a tube station, where we could get on that train, head to Comic-Con, because we don't really have anything else to do. But we don't want to have to pay convention prices for something to eat. So, my vote is Pab takes me for a ride on one of these fellas. I don't think he's biting. Right, we're back in Stratford. There's Marks and Spencer's, so we're going to head in there for Pab to buy his gift voucher, dump our stuff in the hotel, find somewhere to eat in here where we ate last night, and then, I promise, it's Comic-Con. Back in the hotel briefly for a quick refuel. Why pay for coffee when I bought last night a box of skinny lattes? So coffee here. This is the book that I bought at Gosh Comics. It is awesome. It's not actually a comic book itself. It really appeals to my nerdy tendencies. It's a whole load of graphs, pie charts, Venn diagrams, and other nerdery to do with comics. So, for example, what's the Joker's favourite question for Batman? Are there more deaths by human or by zombie in The Walking Dead? Comic statistics. It combines two of my favourite things. Kettle's nearly boiled. Suitably refueled with my hotel room cup of coffee and a Waitrose sandwich, we're now finally heading over to Comic-Con. It's nearly 2 o'clock. In fact, it is exactly 2 o'clock. I've just seen the time over there. So, hello. Look who I've just spotted.
Debbie went, it's not your dad. I was like, no, it's not. And it wasn't.
And what are you doing? Hanging out just here?
Waiting to go to the toilet. That's interesting, isn't it?
Why are you in London, Lucy?
To see the Strokes.
Why are you not there now? I thought it started earlier in the day.
Oh, I only care about seeing the Strokes. We're exploring first.
Oh, okay.
We had some tube struggles, but we did it.
Right, well when you're going... Hold on, I need to give Lucy instructions on how to get home. Instructions successfully explained.
I've got glasses.
Lucy's got glasses.
I didn't even tell you. You didn't even notice, did you?
Well, I saw you were wearing them. I assumed you were just being a hipster.
No, these are real.
Do you like my shirt?
Where did you get it from?
Primark, yesterday.
It's interesting.
Without supervision.
I can tell it was without supervision. Are you allowed to
It was
wear
only
in front of
£7. I don't know, she's not seen it.
I don't think she's going to let you wear it. You're not taking this to France, are you?
No, because it's dirty now. You might well see Lucy again at the end of today's vlog as I help her navigate her way back to Peterborough. This wasn't a planned meetup. We were just walking through to get on the DLR and she was here as we walked past, hanging around outside our hotel.
Oh shit, we were hanging around the toilet.
Dodgy. Oh, that's much better.
We're waiting to go to the toilet. There's already one disabled one, so we have to wait.
Right, we're going to Comic-Con now.
Okay, what have you been doing all morning?
We went on a comic book tour and we went to buy some jam from Fortnum Mason.
Oh,
He likes jam.
Go on.
okay then.
Right, see you later, Lucy. Bye bye. Have fun with the Strokes. Say hello to them from me.
Yes, we'll do.
Bye bye. Well, that was an unexpected interlude. We really are going to Comic-Con this time. Well, yesterday was awesome because we could just walk around the whole thing. We did laps of both halls, 18 minutes to do both halls. Today is awesome for a different reason. Not a chance you could do a lap of the whole thing in 18 minutes today, but the reason today is so awesome is because there's so many people here and it's just a wonderful place full of like-minded people, lots of nerds, lots of cosplay, lots of people just having a good time in the sun. This is why I love Comic-Con. Saturday afternoon Comic-Con busyness. This isn't even in the exhibit halls yet, this is just the corridor between the two of them. You can feel the buzz. This is me making a thumbnail. This is a thumbnail. One big thumbs up to MCM this year. Rather than hiding the comic village off in a corner, it's kind of right near the door on the way in, so the comic village is far busier than you normally see it, which is awesome because that's really what the event is supposed to be about. So some of these stalls and artists who might have sat there for an hour not doing anything at a previous convention, constantly got people coming over, having conversations with them, having a look to see what they do. Big thumbs up, excellent positioning. Plus it's right in front of the Summer in the City section where I'm doing my panel tomorrow, so I'm never too far away from the comics, which is very good. And a continuation from yesterday, our first check of the day at Funko. See if we've got any of the big exclusives back in. Nope. I imagine you've just got to be there first thing in the morning to have any chance at all. So busy in there. The queue, I mean they're queuing all the way back here. They're not actually letting people into the queue at the moment. There's a queue to join the queue, which is insane. I don't need any more pop vinyls anyway. I have plenty. Yesterday, having big open spaces like this at either end of the hall didn't make sense. It just seemed a little bit weird. We were joking about it a little bit. Today, absolutely understand why they're here, because if I get you on my good arm and lift you up, you'll be able to see just how busy it is behind me, where all the stalls and everything are. This place is heaving with people. So much fun. There's Nolan North and Troy Baker doing a panel behind us. Two of Anna's heroes. They do the voices for the Uncharted games, Batman games, lots of games. She actually had the chance to interview them a couple of years ago as part of their press pass and chickened out because she was worried she'd fangirl too much. But there they are, over there. Massive, massive queue for the Sebastian Stan signings. Considering that was an additional ticket, it's mad how many people have spent. I think it was like £150 for a ticket to meet him and get a signature. Shows just how crazily popular as if we didn't already know how crazy popular the Avengers are. There's further confirmation of it. But to be fair, all of the signings are much busier today. Much busier. There you go. Considering we did 2 laps of this place yesterday, one of which was a 360-degree tour, I don't know how we completely missed this board game section that I'm now in, but I don't remember seeing this yesterday, and it's massive. We keep discovering secret parts that we hadn't seen before, because we try and follow a system of walking around and seeing everything, and then get distracted by something shiny and go off course. But there's loads and there's loads of people playing board games behind me there. There's loads of board games for sale over there. And I missed all of this twice yesterday. Tokyo Toys are over there. I didn't see them at all yesterday. I think we just completely missed this entire section. Loads of pop vinyls and things over here as well. I don't know how we missed it, but this is all here too. Sweet! We're going to Bodeans in like 2 hours. But sweets! I want some sweets! I'm trying to be so good today, both in terms of not spending all the money I'm supposed to be saving for our holiday in a couple of days, and also not being a total glutton so that I feel really when we go on holiday. So, no sweets for me. Unless we walk past it again. I only have so much willpower. These things look awesome and possibly a little bit more socially acceptable for an adult to collect rather than the action figures that I keep getting. Perhaps shaking his head as if to say no, still not acceptable. But look how cool they are. can't genuinely be telling me they're not awesome. Who are you? Didn't see these guys yesterday either, and it's not a Comic-Con video without us having a little look at the Star Trek Space Dance troupe. They seem to be on pause at the moment. Don't know if you can see just here, they have Funkos, Flash Funko Pop cereal, £14. I don't need it, but it would look very cool on my little display behind my desk next to my Bodeans box. I just need to walk away. I don't want to have to carry that home on the train, but at the same time, I really want it. Just taking a step outside for a little while. It gets very hot in that convention hall. Plus, of course, the best thing about May Comic-Con compared to October Comic-Con is that the weather's nice and we get loads of people just hanging around out here as well. So it's always fun just to come out here and sit and people watch for 10 minutes just to see some of the awesome cosplay. Lots and lots of people having lots and lots of fun. It's awesome. It's just so busy, it's buzzing everywhere. Everywhere should be like this all the time, and then the world would be a much more wonderful place. Successfully cooled down and rehydrated. We're back inside the convention for a bit. Pab is on the lookout for his little Japanese dolls that he likes to buy, because he's weird. Says the guy who's got loads of superhero pop vinyls behind his desk. So, you know, everyone here has a weird thing to collect. That's why we're here. He really wants this little spiky haired fella. Don't think he's having any joy with his little figurines today. We'll try again tomorrow when it's less busy. He is looking at every single one though. Never seen a man search so determinedly in the busiest part of Comic-Con. Second thumbnail opportunity of the day. I ain't queuing for it though. That'll have to do. Now back over the other side again. Pab is in the final throes of his search for the figurine that he wants. So we're now back at Tokyo Toys, which I think is roughly where we started today. Might get some Pocky, but then I won't eat my dinner. I said no sweets. I lasted approximately 9 seconds after saying I wouldn't be buying any sweets. Anything matcha flavour pretty much guarantees I'm going to buy it. So we have Pocky matcha flavour, and Pab's found a big pile of toys, the ones that he wants. So I think he might be about to complete his search as well. As is often the case, the convention exclusive Captain America Pop glow in the dark with t-shirt that's convention exclusive over on the Funko stand has made its way onto a reseller's stall. The only problem is they've obviously put the price up massively, so I'm going to continue gambling on hopefully managing to get one tomorrow from the Funko stand. Otherwise I really can live without. It's a good thing that I can't see it, but it's £45 on there, and that is crazy money. I'm not paying that for it. He's officially admitted defeat in the search for the little figurine thing. Couldn't find the one he wanted. Desperately sad. It is closing in on 5 o'clock, so we're now going to head back to the hotel, freshen up a little bit, and then we're heading out to Bodeans at Tower Hill, the best barbecue restaurant in all of London, for some lovely meat. Recharged, refreshed and replenished. We're now heading out to Bodeans for some meat. I've had to make the conscious decision to go for sunglasses indoors. I know I have for a little bit of the afternoon anyway, because I just got too lazy to keep changing them from in my bag. But I'm not bringing the bag to Bodeans. I'm not going to put my glasses in my pocket, and it's still sunny outside. So I'm going to eat meat in the dark. And we're back in my second favourite part of London, Tower of London there, Shard there. Forget both of those. The important thing is Bodeans is over here, and they do tasty meat. We have another special guest. It's not Lucy, I'm afraid. It's much more disappointing than Lucy. Alfie's here.
What an intro that is. What an intro.
Are you a real YouTuber yet?
Well, I don't, what are we classing as real? We've got 6.2k of the hashtag army. Following strong. Dude, we're getting there, we're getting there. I will overtake you.
I've told him to behave this time. We won't have a repeat of last time. I can't remember how much of last time made it into the video. This time, oh, I forgot about Birmingham. I was thinking this time last year when the Champions League final was on.
Oh, you don't talk about that either. When Birmingham, the bouncy castle, etc.
Why do we let Alfie come and hang out with us? And now it's time for the traditional post-Bodeans cup of coffee. Yes, that is a coffee. That's an ice cream that he's got. While we stand next to the river and watch the sunset. Yeah, I don't know which way the sun was. It's really cloudy. Welcome to London, everybody. I don't know if there ever was a sun, and I certainly don't know where it is now.
Kind of there, isn't it?
But I'm going to sort of glance around, trying to find it. Well, I've just spent 10 minutes trying to convince Pab that we should get the boat back to the O2 and then find a way back to the hotel from there. But apparently the risk of vomiting is too great. So we're going on the train.
That's
yeah,
fine.
but if you go on the boat, vomit, you can then eat again.
I don't want to do that. That's the whole point.
Very sad. We're back underground, which means we have to say goodbye to Alfie as he goes down there to rejoin the mole men that he lives with, presumably.
Yeah, sure.
He lives in the tunnels. Bye bye, Alfie.
The first time I'm leaving one of these not drunk.
Not too drunk. Bye bye, Alfie.
Yeah.
And now we're heading back to the hotel. We're back in Stratford, but the day is not yet over because we've still got to get Lucy home. Lucy's not staying down here tonight. She originally was, but now she's not. She's travelling back to Peterborough tonight. So we need to get her onto the last train home. So heading back to the hotel now, going to get the bulk of this edited. Heading out again about 11:30 to make sure she gets on the right train home. And then her mum's picking her up from Peterborough station at like 3 AM when they get back there. It's going to be a long rest of the day for them. She really wants to be on the vlog, so there we go. No idea. Well, it's about 20 to 11. We're back out again, wandering towards the sound of really loud Strokes music. The gig is about a mile away from our hotel, but that's also where the train station is that Lucy needs to get on to get back to Peterborough for the last train. So she didn't fancy this walk on her own, so we're walking to go meet her out of the gig, escort her back to the train station, and then go back to the hotel. We're basically just following the music. Worryingly, it's now stopped, so we can't follow it anymore. So we have to go back to Google Maps, which means I have to put you away. Right, I think this is a spot we agreed to meet Lucy. She is going to be gutted if she's had to leave early. I imagine you can probably hear the Strokes playing last night in the background, just the other side of these bushes. But for her to get her train back to Peterborough, she needs to be here in the next 5 minutes. In fact, there she is now, just coming over from over there. So, I mean, it's awesome hearing them play from here. I'm very much enjoying this. Kind of wish I was in there. I might just take her ticket off there and point her towards the train. So, how was the show, Lucy? Are these happy or sad tears? I don't understand what's... Oh wow. I'm pretty sad that you're making me walk away from it while it's clearly still going on. But I imagine we'll both be even sadder if you miss the train back and you have to find £156 to stay in our hotel tonight.
I can't even think properly right now.
Well, you can do a full review on the vlog in a day or two maybe. For now, let's get you back through this creepy as hell canal side alley that we've got to walk down. When we first came down here, I'll show you some of this stuff on the way back. When we first came down and we're next to the Olympic Stadium and stuff, we thought, this is fine, just come over to the side. I even said to Pab, I don't know what the fuss is about, this isn't too bad. And then it got creepier and creepier. And we got to a lock with two creepy men just sat on it in the dark. And I got it. In fact, you can see now just how dark it's getting as we come down here.
True, I don't want them in the river just to get pushed in. That can you be?
I can go by the river. It's about a 20-minute walk back to the station, so I'll check in occasionally. But priority number one, listen to the cheer. Priority number one is get them back to the station in the next 35 minutes to get the train. So this is one of the creepier parts. Apologies to anyone in one of these boats who's trying to sleep. See, once we get to this point, it's fine again. You can even just about see, somewhere in the background there is the Olympic Stadium, aka where West Ham play now. It's there. I couldn't see it from the other angle, and there's the helter-skeltery thing. There is our hotel, which is right next to the train station, as you know.
Yeah.
We've got you back with time to spare. Bye bye, Lucy.
Bye.
We will see you again in 2 days, because where will we be going?
Disney.
Yeah, right, go home.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. Well, her dad's work is never done, because although I've got her on the train now, I am hovering around waiting for confirmation that she reaches the other end. It should be fine. It's like 20 minutes until that train leaves. Not the fish, the train station's just behind the fish. It's like 20 minutes until that train leaves here. Only takes 6 minutes to get back to where she needs to be, and then she's got like 40 minutes to get onto the other train that gets her back to Peterborough. She's not going to get home till like 3 AM, but at least she gets home. I told her, keep me updated on the way. I'll be up editing the vlog anyway, but I think we will end the video there, because it is 11:30 at night and I've got to be up in the morning for this panel at Comic-Con. So if you have enjoyed today's video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs. Thank you very much for watching.